Season's greetings to all our viewers wherever you are, and hello and welcome to Simply Sport. It may be curtains for the ISL, but that doesn't stop us from talking about ISL and analyzing this unique football tournament that we have just witnessed and experienced. We have with us the first ISL champion, Denzel Franco of Atletico de Kolkata. He is also the India international defender. And we have with us the former India striker Francis D'Souza. To start, Denzel, you are the first ISL champion. How does it feel?
Yeah, it's gone in the history. I mean, before we played the finals, before we get into the finals, and on the final day, our management, our coach, he spoke to us in a very lengthy way, and he told us that you'll have to do this because your hard work will really be remembered for the next many years, because this has gone to the history books that we are the first ISL champions, and it feels great to be part of it.
It was unfortunate that your ISL, which began on a pretty promising note, you were doing well, but you got injured in the fourth match, suffered a knee injury, and that was the end of your ISL campaign. Pretty frustrating for a football player, isn't it?
Exactly, it's very heartbreaking for me because I had started well, and then it was just 4 matches in the league, and I thought I would go a long way, but all said and done, it's part of sports. You've got to be sometimes taking such things in life in a strong way. And I thought that after getting injured, I would be out of the ISL for almost till the finals, and it's probably the truth that I'm out till February. But I'm still happy because my team has done it for me, and I'm proud of them, and I'm looking forward for the next ISL.
All right. Your team coped up without you pretty well going on to win the league. I have been getting these comments from people that how come Denzel Franco played for a team from Kolkata and why not Goa? So people haven't really understood the procedure, how the players were picked up by the franchises, and there were a lot of Goans who played for other clubs and they did pretty well. So would you like to explain to people how really you landed up at Atletico de Kolkata?
Exactly. See, I have many people asking me the same questions on Facebook, over the phone, on WhatsApp, asking me why, being a Goan, that you've been playing for a Kolkata club. First of all, there has been a certain rule in ISL where the players are picked up by the draft, and I was one of them. I was in the draft and I was picked up by Calcutta because they respected, they know my talent, and they thought that Denzel was the one they wanted. And secondly, I feel that the whole concept of the league is not looking only for the state players or whatever. We are, as a professional players, we have to go and do our duty. It's like you're called for your duty and on the borders, and you have to go and save your country. That's how Atletico Kolkata chose me, and I just want to thank them for that, and I did my job. Just want to tell the people of Goa, I belong to Goa, my heart is with Goa. It will always be, because I have started my platform in this beautiful state. Football has been taught by me. My very first coach has been sitting just besides me, and I have everything that I have learned in my whole career from this place. It will always remain forever. But the thing was, I was chosen by Kolkata to play for their club.
There's no other way. Is it a one-year contract? Is there any chance for second year?
I have a 2-year contract for it, and there are talks going around that FC Goa wants to get me to Goa back. But it all depends on the clubs, you know. Right. I have already tested the success with Atletico Kolkata, but it will be great playing for my team. But then I would also want to respect my contract.
Absolutely, professionalism matters.
Exactly.
And who knows it better than Francis D'Souza, the first player from Goa to play professional football in Kolkata way back in history. So Francis, to begin with, what are your thoughts on the final between Atletico de Kolkata and Kerala? It seems that Kerala was the team that deserved it more than Kolkata. What are your thoughts?
I mean, this is the beauty of football. You know, you expect a lot of things, and you dream a lot of things, but then the inevitable happens in the game of football. And I think Kolkata club, which played very well in the first match of the ISL, the opening match of the, didn't totally live up to the expectation right through the tournament. But it's left up to the faith and the confidence the coach has in his players, and how he takes every victory with him, and not losing his his confidence and his target on the way. I mean, that has been established by Atletico Calcutta.
Overall, looking at all the 8 teams and overall how the fans look up at the tournament, आमी केन्नाय पळयता तेन्ना म्हणटा ही टीम डिजर्विंग आसा बिकॉज ते बरे खेळटा, एंटरटेनिंग खेळटा, गूड गेम खेळटा आनी इन द स्पिरीट ऑफ फुटबॉल खेळटा. पूण आमी पळयता की जी चॅम्पियन टीम जाता ती एकदां दे डोंट हॅव ऑल दीज क्वॉलिटीज बट एक दुसरीच टीम चॅम्पियन जाता. सो इन पर्स्पेक्टीव इन फुटबॉल हाऊ वूड यू टेल पीपल हू आर मे बी डिसअपॉइंटेड दॅट FC Goa have not managed to win? FC Goa had played beautiful football. So how will you console them?
No, but in fact, I like to tell FC Goa supporters and fans, they are terribly disappointed. There was an initial problem with the FC Goa team to get a right combination, to get the end result after all their hard work. But they have proved well that they could come up and play good for football and qualify for the semi-final, which nobody hoped for right in the beginning.
Yeah, when they got those all bad results.
Initially.
But
then, to get there at the semi-final stage itself is a big achievement for a team which was lagging behind in the first 4 games. But it always happens with the players and with teams that when you have a bad run and then you pick up the momentum of victories, then you realize that you have to do something better as you go into the next game.
Right.
And this is the pressure that the players have to face, and whoever can get this pressure done up in a good way, I mean, can sustain this pressure, I mean, they will ultimately be the winners.
In the end, it boiled down to 2 mistakes by Santos and Amiri. तांचे penalty kicks तांणी भायर मारल्यो. So that proved to be the doom for FC Goa. Tell us about this penalty, this situation. We have spoken about this before as well. Why does it happen to best of the players that they just can't hit the target on the given day?
In fact, I think one reason in my view was that, especially for Santos, I would like to speak especially for Santos. If you have seen his performance in the semi-final match there, you see, I think what has caught up with him is his age and his fatigue.
Okay.
If you can see him, ultimately the thought is there to do things right, but then the body doesn't react. And if you see his performance and his shooting, it has always deserted him at the right moment. And I mean, I wouldn't say that he is technically a bad player.
Right.
Being a Brazilian, he could not be so technically bad. But what I could attribute it to is the fatigue that the tournament has caused.
So his body was not in the right position for the type of kick he wanted to execute.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens with the.
He wanted to take
players.
in the top right corner, isn't it?
Yes, and if it's a millimeter difference, and it makes all the world of a difference.
Under the ball and skies it.
Yes.
Denzil, Kolkata, they started really well. Then in the middle of the tournament, they were going through kind of a scrappy period where they just managed to get results sometimes. Sometimes they were quite lucky. But in the end, they went all the way through. Despite not many even hoping, I mean, not many really believing that they could get into semis. So throughout this journey, what was the type of role that your coach Antonio Habas, who was quite lively at the touchline in all the games, what kind of motivational factor did he provide?
Yeah, first of all, I would say as you said, the performance of my team went down. That's totally, I can say, is all fatigue. It's because when players are playing in and out in a week, in 1 week you play 3 matches. It's a bit difficult for the player to perform the same level as you have performed 3 days back. So as far as I know, in Europe they have matches every weekends, and that is to play the same standard of football what you have played last weekend to play the next weekend. So it's not easy for the players to come back and play the same level of football the next day. Well, our coach has been very motivational towards the players. I had to leave the team in between after I went through my injury, but whatever I've seen the pre-season with him and the initial 4 matches. I have seen he's a very motivational guy. He will be there giving you the boost. He will be saying that, if this is the day, even if you get a positive result, he wants you to forget that result the same day. He wants you to forget and concentrate on the next match. If the result is bad, it goes the same. He wants to say, forget this bad day, think of the next day. This is what he has been talking to the players. And then I feel that, the boys have been really, as you say, we have been champions in the league. Although we didn't perform to our best of our abilities. I mean, look at the starting 3-4 matches, we get points and then we just start dropping points. But I feel we never lost at a crucial juncture. We have always...
the focus was always
if there's no win, there has been a draw.
Right.
And that has really kept us in the top 4. I mean, initially before Chennai could take over from us, we have always kept ourselves in the last, till the 9th round, we have kept ourselves on top of the table.
Right.
And I feel even the semi-finals and finals, it was almost a draw. In the finals, almost a draw. Luckily, our Mohammad Rafiq, who scored the winner, that was in the dying minutes, extra time.
Absolutely.
So that gave us...
despite getting all the hammering from Kerala, the non-stop attacking that Kerala were doing, you guys were pretty focused.
Exactly. So basically my team played, after the initial 4 matches of good football, they played, once they came to know that it's not happening, they played a lot of defensive football.
What was his philosophy, Abbas? He looked like a very hard taskmaster, very disciplined figure, although he was quite getting into the game and very animated at the touchline. But was he very hard taskmaster?
A very friendly guy. He's a very nice guy. He's a very nice guy with his boys. He treats us like his own sons. And then that is what is most important for a coach to be with his players when you need results. But on the field, and yes, you have to be tough. If you ask Sir Francis, he's going to be the same way. I mean, you've got to be very disciplined on the field. You have to show the players that yes, there is someone up above you all that is just asking for results from you. And when you try to be too friendly on the field, then sometimes players try to drop down their performances. But that's what he's been doing, and I totally agree with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, tell us your overall experience of ISL. Although you played for Kolkata, you must have spoken to other foreign coaches of other teams, other foreign players. What have you learned from your ISL experience?
Overall, I've experienced many good things in this ISL compared to what leagues I've been playing in the past. I have no differentiation of I-League or whatever leagues I've been playing, but this is something different, and I totally want to tell the federation, all in the Football Federation, to follow this as soon as possible in the I-League as well. Because yes, there are talks that there are aged players coming and playing in the I-League, ISL, but then you have got to see the experience they carry along with them. You know, that has really helped the Indian players. There have been so many Indian players who have been, excelling in this ISL this season. For example, you can take our very own Romeo Fernandes, who's been doing really great. And that's all because the motivation he got from Roberto Pires. Robert Pires didn't play half of the tournament, but I can say Robert has been giving them the tips. He has been putting in the newspapers that the best players in Goa from his team is Romeo Fernandes, Gabriel Fernandes. So that is something good motivation when you get from a player who has played in the high level. So that itself makes you feel, as a player, I feel that itself gives you more motivation to perform great on the field.
Apart from players, the facilities that you all experienced, could you just elaborate on the facilities that you all got and which are ideal for top quality football players?
Yes, there has been great top facilities. I mean, living in a 5-star hotel, having the top security along with you there, where, which is very must in India, because especially in Calcutta, the people, the crowd are crazy for footballers. They are after the match, they just want to pounce on you, like want your autographs and all those things. That is not possible when you are very tired. Something